right, good morning, everybody. You are waking up to life on Monday. It's a motivational Monday, and we want to teach you how to live your faith every day. You know what you got to do. Like it, heart it, tag it, and share it. Y'all pray for me. My kids didn't go to school today. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Man, it's good to see y'all coming in this morning. Tag somebody, let them know, hey, hurry up, jump on here. Pastor's getting ready to give us life on Monday. It's a motivational Monday, and we're going to get through it together. I want all the choir people to jump in on this. Sing your part. All the altos and sopranos and tenors. Somebody say you don't never call out the baritones. and the bass line. Come on. Help us do it on this motivational Monday. Make sure you're saying good morning to someone on your way in. Good to see y'all coming in on this motivational Monday. Choir people, you know we got to take it up. Come on. Let me hear y'all. Listen, we got a new focus this week. What a wonderful week we had last week on our nature walk. We going in a different direction this week. So come on, hurry up. Tag somebody, tell them jump on real quick. Pastor's getting ready to give us life on Monday. Let's go. Good to see y'all. Come on. We almost there. I hear y'all. Y'all sound good. Come on, choir people. It's a motivated Monday. You're going to be off to a wonderful week because you're starting off with the word. Don't let nobody bother your peace this whole week. I know we got a backed up chain supply around the world. Y'all got to get started on Christmas real early. But we're going to be all right, y'all. Come on. All right. Good to see y'all logging in. Tag somebody, tell them, come on. We getting ready to get started. Okay, that's good. Uh-oh. They still coming in. Okay, come on, I'll give you another minute. Then we got to move. Right here. All right, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Life on Monday. Here we go. What a wonderful kickoff to a wonderful week. Last week we had a terrific time with our nature walk. Thank you all for the wonderful feedback. You all are so kind. You've been so kind and so gracious during this launch, and we're thankful for it. I'm telling you, man, they done took this thing and ran with it. They talking about, Pastor, we finna do a whole new branding thing with Life. So listen, hey, I'm here for it, right? Whatever y'all want to do is cool with me. Listen, I want to show you guys. So it's Clergy Appreciation Month every October, and I kind of want to just throw some stuff at you and hope that it makes sense, right? We're gonna make it make sense together, okay? It's Clergy Appreciation, and I am certainly thankful and appreciative of all who have imparted into my life. I owe it all, man. Our whole lives have been spent in service, and we wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. We've come too far now to turn back, and so we're thankful for it. We're grateful for it. It's nothing we can do about it. It's who we are, right? So we spend our whole lives in service to others. Is what we were trained and taught to do, and now we're trying to raise up a generation to do the same thing. All right, so let's look at it together and appreciate. You've got some clergy persons you need to celebrate and appreciate and acknowledge, and I think you should do that. I think today, go in the comments and just appreciate some clergy persons, right? Men and women who have imparted into your life, who have been significant, who have spoken life into you and given direction and good wisdom down through the years, man. Just shout them out on this week. We're gonna do this whole week, but start today. Just type their name and give them a good shout out and let them know that you appreciate them. All right. Jeremiah 3:15. Here's what it says: "And I will give you shepherds. I will give you pastors after my own heart, who will feed you with knowledge and understanding." Right. Okay. So just let me kind of like work around it. Right. Use it as a launching pad for a couple things today. So for those who don't know, I'm generational. I'm a third generation preacher, pastor, founder in my family. My grandfather, my dad, and I myself, and in service, right, to God's people. It's just what we do, and we're thankful and grateful for it. We don't take it for granted, and we try to do it with excellence. We try to hold the standard high. We're not perfect, but we try. We strive for excellence, and we try to serve with distinction. I think that's kind of how you get make yourselves available, even with the campaign run. It's just an extension of service to the community. That is nothing more, nothing less, right? How can we serve others? How can we help folks live better every day, right? And so where can we make impact? Okay. But I hope you walk away today with a greater understanding and maybe even an appreciation for what your pastor is supposed to be doing. Okay. So in every area of life, there are specialists for injuries. Okay. There's specialists. There are people who specialize with every area of your body. Okay. So don't make me go beyond that, because then you'll make my analogy break down. So I want to show you just with your body, just using your limbs, just using your physical, right, person. There's an area of specialty for every area. Okay. So you got ear, nose, and throat doctors, right? Something's wrong with your sight, your vision. They send you to an optometrist. They survey you. You got it. Okay. Something's wrong with your foot. You go see a podiatrist, right? You got me. There's people who a cardiologist for your heart, right? There are people who specialize in every area of your body, right? So even with your brain, right? When you have things going on with your mental, they got doctors for that, right? Psychiatrists and so many other, right? Okay, neurologists, right? You got me? So spine doc, all of that, okay? When your body is out of alignment, some people don't recommend it, but there are people who make a living in chiropractors, right? When you go see a chiropractor, they do what's called an adjustment, right? They say, okay, you're out of alignment. Let me do a chiropractic adjustment, okay, to put your body back in alignment. I want to stay there because I think I want to kind of launch from that one, okay? So if you walk in, some of the chiropractors are so well trained at what they do. They do something that's very peculiar. Stay with me. You come into their office and then they separate from you, right? They put distance between you and them, and they say things like, "Walk toward me." Clark, go slow. So they put distance between you, and they say things like, "Walk toward me." Okay. And then you walk toward them. Then they say, "Okay, turn around. Now walk back." Okay. And then you walk back. And then they say, "Touch your toes, reach above your head, stretch your arms up, turn, look left, look right," right? They've not touched you, but they're able to just observe you. Help me, somebody. Somebody sees where I'm going with this. They don't lay a hand on you. They're able to observe what they call your gait. And they can look at your gait. And from your gait, they are able to see, they're able to make a pre-diagnosis. You are out of alignment. Something is out of alignment. And when they have experience at it, when they're not new with it, they can look at you and tell, oh, your left leg is longer than your right leg. Ain't nobody walking with me today. Y'all don't rush me. Let me go slow. Let me take my time with this one. I'm trying to help somebody. They can just observe you. They don't have to lay a hand on you, and they're able to see something is out of alignment. You need to be adjusted. You got it? They didn't touch you. They just observed your physical gait, right? The way you step, the way you walk, your inability to look left or right, how far you can turn, how far you can reach, right? That's enough for them to be able to determine something is wrong in this area. You got it? So what they do with the physical body is what your pastor does with your soul. When you find you a good okay, I went too fast. So when you're looking for a doctor, right, you may not be able to always take the first one that's recommended to you. You gotta shop around sometimes. It's not that they're not good. They're just not good for you. So you have to go find the pharmacist. You gotta go find the doctor. You gotta go find the that works for you, right? Whether it's scheduling or location, there's so many factors that come into. You have to find the one that works for you. You got me? Okay. So it's the same with pastors. Their job is to be able to survey your soul. Help me, somebody. They've got to. You got to find somebody who's able to. They don't have to touch you. They can just something is not. Ain't nobody say. They have an ability, right? A developed gift. You're not walking with me. See, that's why you don't want nobody practicing medicine on you who has not been trained. Listen to me, man. Listen. You don't want anyone working on no part of your body who's not certified in what they do. And oftentimes, I'm coming to the defense of the good ones today because y'all lump us all in together. Because you can't lump all preachers and all pastors together because you keep going to the ones who ain't been to nobody's school and ain't got no certification. So when you get what you get, you can't lay that at us. Because some of us have been trained and groomed to do it. I guarantee you're not trying to go to nobody's doctor who ain't graduated from a medical school. Okay? So I do not try to get me. I'm just saying, when you have the experiences that you have, oftentimes it's because you subscribe to somebody's teaching or you went to somebody's church and you sat under some pastor who ain't been certified nowhere, no way, no how. Okay? So in that, when you exercise that free will, you get what you get. You signed up for it. Okay? All right, I'm done. I'm not picking on nobody today. So their job is to look at you and be able to say, something's off, right? Because here's what happens with soul work. Here's what happens with heart work, right? Yes, you go see a cardiologist when you're dealing with matters of the heart, the physical heart, right? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about soul work. We're talking about the invisible. There is no doctor. There's no prescription. Are you walking with me? I'm trying to show you how the whole world has gotten off course. Because when you got stuff wrong, they got specialists for every area of your physical body except your soul. The only one who majors in your soul is your pastor. And you listening to me today, you say, I ain't even got no pastor. I hope I'm helping somebody. I hope I'm helping you, right? Because that's what the pastor is the one who lays out the diet, who puts together the work for your soul. The same way your doctor starts talking about your diet plan, right? What you need to take in, what you need to take out, what you need to start doing, what you need to stop doing. That's what your pastor's supposed to be doing. When you find you a good one, they'll start saying stuff like, we fasting in this season. Man, listen to me. I'm telling you from experience. I got folks in my church, like they know the seasons in which we start fasting. So they start gearing up. They're like, Pastor, not this. They start telling me what they don't want to give up because they already know. We're giving this up, right? This is what you need to give this up in this season so that you can grow stronger in Christ. You can go stronger in your relationship. Okay. All right. So your clergy persons are trained to handle matters of the soul. Because a lot of times, man, your soul suffers damage, but there's no one to help guide it and repair it, right? When you suffer damage to your soul, who do you go see? Does that make sense? Right? You can't go to the doctor and say, and the doctor asks, "What brings you in today?" "Oh, I got a broken heart." Like they like, well, we don't work. That's not our area, right? We don't. You got to go to somebody who, right? So when you come to us, we're gonna turn you over to the mender of broken hearts. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. Are you walking with me? You have to have tools at your disposal. You go in their office, they got tools, they got stuff. They they got stethoscopes, right? They got tools, right? We've got tools, right? Stuff like prayer, the word. You got stuff at your disposal. Worship, right? You got stuff that we have things at our disposal to kind of help the process. Now, the same way, ain't nobody saying it to me, the same way you don't let that doctor put you on them pills for years and you keep taking that, you've been fulfilling that prescription for years. Don't hurry us, right? You don't give them 2 visits, and then if they don't fix you in 2 visits, you done with them. Well, then don't, right? Give us that same grace. Ain't nobody saying, listen, the same way you stick with that doctor, you let them give you that same prescription for years, right? What we're offering you, that too takes time. It takes time. You got to let it work, right? It's a process. Okay. So the chiropractor, whoever, they observe your gait. They walk. They watch you walk. They can see, right? That's our job. Our job is to watch your walk. It's not judgment, y'all. It's not judgment. Our job is to watch your walk. Somebody tweet that for me. Somebody tweet that for me in Clergy Appreciation Month. Nobody's judging you. Part of my job is to watch you walk. It's my job. It's to watch you. That's how I know when things are out of alignment with you. Your disposition, your countenance. It's my job to watch that. It's not judgment. That's how I'm able to determine where you are, the progress you're making, the regress you're making, right? If you're staying the course, it shows. You can't hide it. I don't know who I'm helping. I'm just trying to help somebody. You can't hide it. You cannot hide the fact that 1 minute you are right, you're walking good, you're walking strong, and the next minute you got a limp. I'm in the text. Remember when Jacob wrestled with the angel? He wrestled with the angel of the Lord. He said, "I'm not letting you go till you bless me." And he touched him in his head, and he walked with a limp, right? He walked different. It's our job to observe. It's our job to see, because the other side of it is your soul shows, man. Oh, your soul shows. It shows. Like we can see you. Oh yeah, I meant to say that. This physical stuff, like how tall, dark, light, fat, skinny, all that stuff y'all major in, that's not you. Oh my God, that's not you. I know you live in a society that makes trillions of dollars, put emphasis on what you look like, right, in the mirror, but that's not you. The real you is what we see, and that's right. That's the part that needs more investment, right? We spend a whole lot of money on the stuff that don't matter. We major in minors, okay, right? But the real you is the part that gets very little investment. Ain't nobody saying nothing, man. Like, I'm about to quit because y'all not saying nothing. Listen to me. You need to invest. Take some of that money you giving to Mac and all them other Louis Vuitton. Take some of that and put it towards your soul work. All right, man. I love y'all. I can't do this. No, I'm trying to help somebody. Right? So understanding, he says the pastor's job is to, number one, be a shepherd. That's the first thing you are to be, is a shepherd, right? Even when David got anointed, I ain't got time for all that. But you saw, right, all his brothers in front of him. It wasn't them, it was him. Okay, but I don't want y'all to miss this part. He gets anointed. He comes about the field from tending sheep. He gets anointed to be king. He receives the anointing. He's got anointed. He's just not been appointed. Don't miss that. Your anointing comes before your appointment. You can be anointed for a thing without being appointed to a thing, because everything happens in due season. Okay, right. So he gets anointed to be king, but not yet appointed. So what does he do in the meantime? He receives his anointing, and his assignment is to do what? Go back and tend the sheep. Can God trust you with that? Can he trust you to receive the anointing for an appointment in due season? Will you continue to serve until it's time for you to be elevated? All right, now, so your job is to be a shepherd. Your job is to be a shepherd. And if you know the work of a shepherd, it's dirty work, man. Like, there's nothing glorious about being a shepherd. You deal with nasty, stinking, dirty sheep, bro. Like, I'm not trying to, this is clear. I'm trying to show you why you're supposed to appreciate them. It's nothing glorious about it. You deal with sheep, bro. If you've seen a sheepfold, they're filthy beast. Okay, I'm just right. They're valuable. I ain't got to that part yet. I'm just talking about the nature of the work. The nature of the work, you're gonna get dirty. You can wear whatever you want to wear. You can look however you want to look. It doesn't matter. When you go deal with the sheep, if you're in the midst of the sheep, you're gonna smell like them. Because they're gonna be brushing up against you. You're gonna be rubbing up against them, right? You're gonna be cleaning up dung, bro. That's what you do. That's what you do. You clean up dung. That's right. It's nothing glorious about being a shepherd. So right? Okay, you're okay, but it's not right. It's shepherding. If you're a real shepherd, you smell like sheep. Okay, now it's worthwhile work. Why? Because the sheep know the shepherd's voice. That's number one. And number two, the value in the sheep is that's not today's lesson. I ain't even got time to talk about that. Okay. All right. So your job is to be a shepherd after God's own heart. All that, for me, the essential point there is to have the heart of compassion. Your pastor better have the heart of God. Your pastor, see, what makes a valuable pastor is one who sees as God sees and hears as God hears, right? So man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. So your pastor will oftentimes have greater patience for you than the average person, because they see you through the eyes of God. They hear you with the heart of God, right? So when they really got God's heart, they don't hear you and see you the same way. They got greater, right? And it frustrates everybody around. Okay. So I got a wonderful team of administration around me, right? I'm talking about wonderful people. God has been kind to me. I got wonderful people to help me lead. You got me? But they get upset with me sometimes because they be like, Pastor, right? You got right. They want me to cut people. They want me to, right? They want me to, sometimes they want me to administrate in a very worldly way, right? You got me? In the church though, right? So, right, I know how to keep the world separate, but we ain't dealing with that today. But like, right, but they don't understand this is soul work. It takes time, right? You got to be patient with people. They be like, Pastor, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, that's why y'all here. Because, right, Pastor's heart, right, okay. You got to have people, right, who don't, I'm dealing with that today. But when you got the heart of God, you see people, you hear, you have that heart, man. It's the heart of compassion, right? That's just what it is. But when you're good, when administrations, you put people around you to kind of protect, right, to make sure that you're not taking advantage of that whole thing. Okay, who will feed you with knowledge and understanding, and all thy getting, get understanding, right? Their job is to feed you, with knowledge. That's their job, right? The same way you get hungry and you feed your physical, right? You know when you're hungry, you're like, I need to go get something to eat. Okay. Your soul hungers and it longs too. The problem is, oftentimes, without the proper guidance, we put the wrong stuff in. Man, you're feeding your soul with all the wrong stuff. Man, ain't nobody saying nothing, man. Okay, when you look into the world and you see people chasing after a lot of lust and right trying to get, they're not just doing that because they don't have nothing else to do. They're trying to feed the part of themselves that they can't see. Oh my God. They're trying to feed the part of themselves that they've not been taught. They don't know why. They just know they're hungry. But they don't know what to eat. They don't know how to satisfy the hunger. So you see them taking in a lot of mess and a lot of crap and a lot of not healthy stuff because they don't know what else to do. That's like I'm not judging them. There's no judgment. I get it. I understand. When I see people filling themselves up with a whole lot of mess, I'm not judging. I get it. I understand because you don't know any better. Right? So you go in hungry, you come out hungry. Because the part of you that's trying to be fed, you ain't even tapped it. You ain't even touched that yet. So you trying to figure out, I just blew a whole lot of money in there and I wasted a whole lot of time and I probably might even ruin some, okay? And I'm worse off now than I was before I went in. You got me? Okay. So that's what, right? Because notice what happens when you come into the presence of the Lord. Become a part of a good worship, right? And you like, man, I feel better. I feel like, yeah, because when you get into the presence and you get your soul fed, right, with knowledge and understanding, you get around the fellowship of the saints. It does something for the part of you that you can't touch. Okay, I'm out of time. Listen, we're gonna do this all week, man. We're gonna do clergy appreciation. I hope that you are taking time to appreciate your clergy person, whoever your pastor is. Celebrate them in this month. This is the month. Let them know. Shout them out. But let them know, man. Clark taught us on LYFE that it's your job to feed our souls, right? It's your job to observe, to watch our walk, to observe us, right? In the way we move, in the way we go about. That's what we're supposed to do. It's not judgment, right? And I'm not. And listen, I don't know, man. That they be like, Pastor, you need, because I'm not following nobody. I'm not sneaking up on folks. I ain't doing none of that, man. Right? And every now and then, folks bump into me in the grocery store, or whatever, and that's fine. But our job is to just, hey, hope to see you Sunday, right? Hope all is well. Hope the family's doing well. That's about the most you're gonna get from us, okay? Because First Lady and I have been fortunate. We built our whole ministry on no judgment, right? We're not in a position to judge anybody. The Lord's been kind to us. We thank Him for grace every day. So it's Clergy Appreciation Month. Make sure you shouting out your pastor. Show him some love, him or her, whatever, the folks who, even if they're gone on the glory, but they made great deposits into your life, into your spirit, into your soul, helped you on your walk. Shout them out. Show them some love. Thank y'all so much. All right, we'll be back. Pastor White will be with us in the morning. We'll be back Wednesday. We're doing Clergy Appreciation all month. Love y'all. Y'all be good. We'll check on y'all later. Peace.